Theater. For the health and safety of everyone, please maintain physical distancing by sitting in every other row and allow at least 6 feet of space between parties seated in the same row. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Please enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Caravan Stage, everybody. Now, for over 20 years, we have had a lot happen here. We've had people get over their fear of birds. We've had people gain an appreciation for wildlife. Most recently, we had an adventure with the gang from Up. And then 2020 happened. So for the last few months, it's just been us and the birds kind of hanging out here together. So we are so excited to have all of you back with us again so you can meet these animals. Yeah. Now here's the thing, I am part of a whole team of animal behavior specialists. I've been here for 15 years working with these guys, so lots of fun facts to share with you. But my friend is going to be coming out to help me introduce these birds. I want everyone to meet Ari.
Hi guys! Hi! Oh my goodness, I am so excited to be here. You know, over the years, many of the birds who live here really call this place home, but it also feels that way to all of us, really, and we are so happy to be home. And my favorite part of every day is when Chris and I get to come out here and share all of the birds and their amazing stories with all of you, like these spoonbills.
Yeah, very cool. These birds are called roseate spoonbills. This is a bird you find in this exotic place called Florida. Have you guys been? Yeah, they're very cool. Here they go. They're really interesting. You look at the odd-shaped beak that they have. That's important because they use it to sift through things like water and mud, looking for things like little crustaceans. And actually, the carotenoids that are in some of those diet items are what give the pink pigmentation to the color of this species.
Yes, all of that is important, but what I really like is they're pink and they have spoons on their faces. I mean, you can't get much better than that. So cute. We'll see you guys later.
Oh, you're so fast. Speaking of fast and amazing adaptations, check out the bird that just jumped out of the window. This is Miles. Miles is called a trumpeter hornbill. Now, trumpeter hornbills are a small species of hornbill that you find in Africa, and unique because of the way they fly. So they've got kind of medium-sized wings, relatively long tail for their body size. And what that means is it's a bird that's built to maneuver in and around things like trees.
Okay, wouldn't it be cool if we could see what that looks like instead of just talking about it? Do you guys want to help me out? Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Okay, so I need the help of maybe somebody in this section who's from the same party. Do you guys want to help me out right here? Okay, so what we're going to do, Chris doesn't know what we're doing, so we're going to see if we can make this work. Go ahead and stand up and stay right there. You're going to face each other, and then I want to make a hoop. Can you help me?
Like this?
Yeah, a big hoop.
Okay,
you guys can touch hands if you want. Yep, perfect. Okay, that is, you're going to be like the perfect tree. So we're going to see if we can get Miles to demonstrate what it would look like when he is flying through the forests. All right, are you ready? Kitty's back there. Perfect. Here she comes. Whoa!
Nice.
That was cool. Can we come back the other way?
We do the other way?
Yeah, you try this time.
Okay, we can try that. All right, so that's the target. Our volunteers are trees. I like this. Okay, this is fun. This is good. Okay, what do you think, Miles? Spot that perfect spot. You have to figure it out. Is he under there? Can you do it?
Come on, Miles.
Let's look for the people in the back.
Whoa!
Nice.
That's awesome! Big round of applause for our volunteers. So, Chris, why don't you tell everybody why they have to fly like so cool around the trees?
Okay, so they're good flyers, and that helps them to do things like get away from predators, but it's important too because they can also catch flying insects right out of the air.
Okay, flying insects. So we showed off what it looks like when they're flying around, but wouldn't you guys like to see what it looks like when Miles catches an insect right out of the air?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't have flying insects. So.
Yeah, insects, where we're going, we don't need any insects. I'm gonna put my mask on so that I can come down here and join you guys because I have something planned that Chris doesn't know I was gonna do. But I have this, does anybody know what this is?
Is that a stomp rocket?
It's a grape launcher. You have one at home, don't you? Okay, so what I need to hopefully make this work is a volunteer who wants to help me launch this grape. You want to help me out? Come on down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to count you down. And when we count you down, you're just going to stomp as hard as you can with one foot on the launch pad. Are you ready? All right, help me count me down. Count her down, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
That was amazing! Big round of applause for our volunteer. That was cool.
I didn't think that would work.
I didn't know if it was going to work, so I'm glad it did. But you know what? That is exactly why there are no more flying grapes in the forest of Africa.
That's good. I like that. You are
Miles,
such a
that was so cool. You see what she's doing, Chris?
Yeah, getting a little sunshine on those wings. These birds, the hornbills, they really, really love that sun. It's important to help keep parasites off their feathers and just feels good for them. Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Bye, Miles, our trumpeter hornbill.
That's a great way to start, but we have another hornbill next that I think you're really gonna like.
Let's do the hoop again. You guys were so good at it. Yeah, stand up. Let's try it again. Make another big hoop.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, but it's a different kind of hornbill, so I don't know.
That's okay. There are so many kinds of hornbills. You find some in Africa, some in Asia, and they all are pretty good at flying.
Yeah, Barry.
What?
Turn around.
Okay, we're gonna need a bigger hoop. So how about 3 people, 5 people? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. This was not the hornbill I was expecting. This is Sebastian, our southern ground hornbill.
Yeah, now as their name suggests, they do tend to spend most of their time down on the ground. And they're built well for that. Big sturdy legs and good eyesight and a big long beak that they can use to pick up big things, but even small, delicate items like something the size of a blade of grass. But when they're not on the ground, they can also show what it looks like for them to take flight or to eat old earthworms.
Yeah, there's a lot of fried earthworms up here on the stage today.
That was gross. But they've got more treats for you out there. Do you see out there? You folks are getting a good look at the eyes with the gorgeous eyelashes that this species has. What do you think? You're admiring the flowers? Yes, they're very pretty as well. What do you think? You can do it all the way to Katie.
Yeah.
We're building suspense.
Take a step. Open your wings. It's instinct from there. Sebastian, where are you going? Oh,
Another worm.
Who's
Wow.
putting all these worms on the stage today?
Well, we've been getting a lot of rain, and that tends to bring those guys to the surface.
It's true. It is true, Chris.
You-
All right.
you're just
Well,
gonna leave.
how about if we see if Sebastian wants to come back over here? Maybe we could hop her up on the rock, Chris, and she'll have a straight path straight over there to her place that she normally goes.
Come on, we're headed this way.
Come on,
We got more treats.
Sebastian.
We got more treats. Yes, we do.
These birds are pretty amazing because don't they hang out in big groups, Chris?
Yeah, it's not unusual to see a bunch of these birds hanging around together, and it's very cool because sometimes, well, if you hops up on the rock, you'll get a chance to see what this looks like. You can see the beautiful white wingtips that they have. That's what we're hoping you guys can see if you decide to make your way out to Katie in the back. I guess if you're an omnivore, everything is food. That's right.
Sebastian, where are you going? It's opening weekend, you guys. It's opening weekend. Okay, Sebastian, where are you going? It's not time to leave yet. Are you done? Remember me? We worked together. We worked together for like 10 years. Yeah, come on, let's go. You see Katie back there? We've practiced this for at least 3 weeks. Katie's where she has been every day. All right, we're gonna get it this time. Take a look. She's right there. Yeah! Okay, that was worth it to see this bird in play.
That was good. Okay, so hopefully she gets some treats up there. We'll talk about how that works with her behavior in a little bit. But yeah, hopefully one more flight to stage so you can see those white wingtips because it is what makes this species so special.
Here she comes. Oh man.
Nicely done, my friend. One more treat for that.
Cheers, guys.
Okay. All
That
done
was
there.
really cool. You know what? I forgot. They like to eat snakes in the grasslands, which is so cool because they grab them and they shake them up and then they slurp them down like spaghetti. How's that for a visual? All right, bye, Sebastian. We'll see you later, our brown hornbill.
Well, at least we got a chance to share a lot of facts, which is important to me. I think that's great.
Yes.
And when we think about adaptations and what makes animals unique, we think about our next bird. Who would like to meet an owl? Yeah, right? Because they're so amazing where adaptations are concerned, right? Great eyesight, some of the best hearing of any animal in the world, silent flight, that's a super important.
Okay, I know that we, there's chickens everywhere. I was gonna say, I know that we like to, show off natural behaviors here at the bird show, but, that whole predator-prey relationship, we'll leave that to Nat Geo. I think this is becoming the chicken show. All right, little hen. That's Petunia, our Rhode Island red hen, who decided to come out here because Erin is gonna help her. Is she gonna go up the stairs? All right, she's taking the long route today, taking the scenic route. Here she comes. Erin's her favorite. Bye, Petunia.
Wow, okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna make sure they're okay back there. Keep going with the owl because we don't want that to
bring
happen.
owls and chickens out at the same time. Chickens are secure, so everybody gets a chance to see the owl. There is. This is a milky eagle owl, everybody. This is one of the largest species of owl in the world. Matter of fact, they're the largest species of owl in Africa. Now, because of the way you folks are spaced out, when this bird makes his way all the way across stage, you're going to get a really close look at that bird, especially if you're in that middle section there. And when he makes his way across, I want you to listen out. I mentioned they have very, very quiet flight. That's an important adaptation they have for hunting. So if you have cameras or video cameras, you want to keep them on that bird right over there. There's his beautiful eyes. Here he comes. Wow, that is incredible. This is exactly how it would work for one of them in the wild, right? So if they saw something they wanted to eat, like a rodent, small reptile, something like that, they would be able to swoop down silently on them, just like he did. Quetty, the milky eagle owl is his name. I don't think I remember to tell you that. You can see a little bit of that cryptic coloration he's got as well. Camouflage, when an animal just sort of disappears into the background. So you can imagine if you were a little animal running through the forest and he wasn't moving up in a tree, you would never even know that he was there. They are so well adapted for what they do and just incredibly handsome too. Yes, you are. Quetty, the milky eagle owl.
Chris, I missed the whole owl.
Yeah, we almost saw the tail end.
Don't laugh, it just encourages him. Okay, so did you get to tell everybody all the cool things about owls?
Well, not everything. You see, one thing I forgot to say was how important they are. Because an owl that big in the wild, believe it or not, guys, can eat like 1,000 mice in one year.
Okay, rodents are super smart. Remember when we got here, there were rodents everywhere backstage?
There were a lot of rodents. But see, that's where the raptors come in, right? Because birds of prey are important for rodent control. So every time owls and hawks and other raptors move in, those little critters move out.
I think they're saying owls are number one.
Yeah.
Look at them. I know, I like the owls too. But the rats are pretty cool also, and they were really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that rat problem, it's behind us now.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so lots of smart animals out there, right?
Yeah,
And one of the smartest in all of the animal kingdom happens to be the raven. And we have an amazing colored raven named Dixon, who's one of my favorite birds. Chris, why don't you tell everybody how behavior works?
Okay, this is what I was getting at with Sebastian and all those treats she got before. So here's the way we work with these animals, guys. Every time they do something that we like, we want to make sure they get something they like, and that increases the likeliness that they're going to do that stuff again the next time they come out here in the theater. How many of you have heard?
Dixon!
It's my shoelaces. Why did you give him a treat for that?
I liked it.
You liked it. Well, that's what I was just about to say. See, every time the animals get something they like, the likeliness that that's going to happen again increases. That's reinforcement. Can you not maybe do that during the show? See, that's the problem, because, see, every time an animal gets something it likes out of something we don't like, chances are they're going to do that again, too. So, not the best practice on stage, Gary.
I know, I'm sorry, Chris. It was just funny, and they were laughing, so, you know, I'm reinforced by laughter, that's for sure.
Oh, good. Okay, no. We're not touching the leases. We're staying away from the leases. Okay, you want to take that word?
All right,
thank you.
Dixon, I know, we had a fun time, but I think,
Yeah, that
I
was
think
fun.
that we're done
But
with the
reinforcement,
shoelaces
that's
for
exactly-
right now. So, yeah. Oh, Chris, what was that? Wait a minute. Was that your...
He broke my microphone. Can you guys hear me?
Wait a minute. Was that a piece of your microphone?
Did you see it? You guys can't hear me? No. Madison, can you turn me up? No? It's okay.
Is your microphone really broken? Sorry, Madison. Our sound tech is probably really bad.
There's a backup. There's a backup. So you take over. I'll be back. It's opening weekend, guys. Sorry.
Awesome. Wow. Okay, so now I have to fill while Chris fixes his microphone, and I know exactly what we can do. You guys, this will be awesome, because I think that we were going to do this later, but we'll just do it now, and I'm going to see if somebody is back there that can bring me, I think that, hey, is anybody back there who can maybe bring out Molly and Gabby, and maybe they can come out, and I think I'll get the second perch, because if they bring both of these parrots out, you guys, this is going to be awesome. Yeah. Molly and Gabby are two little parrots. You guys have heard of talking parrots before, right? Yeah, so you've probably heard talking parrots mimicking sounds in their environment, but there are lots of sounds that parrots normally would mimic in wild places, usually parrots in their flock. But these guys have lived around us for a long time. And this is Lucy. She works really closely with Molly and Gabby, so I'm going to let her fill while Chris fixes his mic. Uh-oh. More mic. Is your mic on? There you go. Oh, I heard it for a second. You can use a handheld? Nope.
Nope. Oh, there I am. Hi, guys. So, like Ari said, I'm with me, Molly and Gabby, two different types of Amazon parrots, normally found in Central America, right? But they've lived around people their whole life, and they've learned to mimic us. Can you girls say hello? Good job. And then maybe some introductions, too. This one up front here, this is Molly. Can you say Molly? No, she's Molly. There we go. And what's your name? Gabriella, yeah, Gabby for short. Yeah, thank you. Pretty cute. Now they know tons of stuff. Let's see if they want to share anything else. What do you girls think? You want to show off? Were you calling the kitty? Oh. That was the remix of pretty much every song they know, so that was pretty impressive. What'd you say? Gabby cheering her on too. That was pretty cute. You know, Gabby also started her song, You Are My Sunshine. Do you guys want to see if she'll sing the whole thing? Yeah? Okay, Gabby, are you ready? Let's sing. You are my sunshine, my only light. You make me happy. You are my Oh no, what did you see? Did you see something up in the sky? There might be a couple vultures up there, but it's okay if you just look alive, you'll be fine. You want to try it again? Let's sing. You are my sunshine, my only sun. You make me happy. What kind of rain? You'll never know. I wish I know. Don't we both hate my dear son, away. And that's Mommy Gabby.
That was so good, Lucy. Thank you for helping me fill time. I hope Chris's mic is almost fixed.
Check, 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 check. Oh, I hope this works. Hello, check, 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 check. Can you hear me?
I
Yes.
can hear you! Yay!
Hey, Molly Gabby, I see. That's
Yeah,
fun.
we had to fill some time, so Lucy was kind enough to bring them out here.
Sure, well, I'm sure that was fun, but there are some other things we need to make sure you understand. Birds like that can be a huge challenge. That mimicry is cute, but it's also very, very rare. The vast majority of parrots will never learn to mimic speech like that. Plus, just having birds like that in your home, that can be a huge challenge, right? They
Yes.
scream really loud.
Really loud.
They can bite very hard, too.
Very hard.
Yeah, and a bird like that, those little parrots could live 50 years, maybe longer, so it's a huge commitment.
Yes, extremely strong commitment. Guinea fowl?
Guinea fowl,
They were
yeah.
very quick. What are they running from? Where'd you
We
guys
have
go?
the best show planned for you guys.
I know.
Okay, all right, you can have that.
Oh,
I see what they ran from. I see what they ran from.
He's
Okay.
not scary. He's
No,
an
I
Indian
just
condor.
Didn't expect it.
Yeah, I know. That is kind of surprising when one of the largest flighted species of bird in the entire world just shows up. He has close to a 10-foot wingspan. And condors are part of the vulture family, so you guys know what they eat, right?
Yeah, dead things. Karen, that's exactly right. So vultures will find stuff like dead animals out in the wild, clean up that mess, stops the spread of disease. So basically, they're like nature's recyclers.
That's right, yeah. They're just like recyclers. Ozzy, hold on. We weren't done. Come back out here. Look how cute you are. Oh my goodness. That's right. So if we all kept the earth a little bit cleaner, like our condors and vultures, this earth would be a much cleaner place. Plus, Ozzy likes that 10-foot social distancing policy. See you later, Ozzy, the Indian condor. That was pretty cool.
That was okay. That was
Surprise. Surprise condor. I love that.
Let's get this thing back on track. Another big bird joining us right over there. That's a crown crane. His name is Fraser. Fraser Crane. Well, okay, here's the thing. He knows you way better than me, so would you call him to stage? It'd be great for them to see him up close.
Chris, you've been working so hard on your
No,
relationship.
I'm not his primary trainer, so just go ahead.
Just try
No,
You
here.
guys want Chris to try it, right? Come on, he's working so hard. Chris, stand right here.
Okay.
Come on, he's getting
All right.
it.
He hasn't done it before, but first time for everything. Well, he'll get a good view of that camera, so that's good.
He's gonna
This
come.
is for the folks in the front row. Right to
Here he comes,
me.
here he comes. There he goes, there he goes.
See that? No, you take over. It's fine. You take over. You take over.
I know you tried. Okay, I've been working on my relationship with the cranes as well, and I found something that works really well for me.
Okay.
Look behind the rock.
Right here.
I have something back here for you.
What is this?
Yeah,
What do I do with this?
you put it on.
Put it on? Seriously?
Yeah. Okay, so you see the crown of golden feathers on top of Fraser's head.
Yeah.
You have your very own crown of golden feathers, and you look just like that guy. What's his name? Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, you're gonna make a crane connection. You're gonna go straight to Flavortown with this one. So, lock eyes with Fraser.
Okay.
Imagine you're in the
I see him.
grasslands. Call him straight to you. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Here he comes. Here he goes.
Here. It worked! You think it was the hat?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I don't think it was the hat.
Well, why? He's never come to me before.
I know. I just really wanted you to wear that hat. He looks great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Look at that.
Aw, Chris, you've been working really hard on your relationship with all of the cranes, and I think that's why he came to you today.
Great. I
Yeah.
got to wear this. That was fun. Okay. Well, we have so many birds here, and there's a few more that we'd really like you to meet because they're some of our absolute favorites. Like this one right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the national symbol of the United States of America, the bald eagle. Everyone, this is hope. Now, hope is a living symbol of one of the greatest conservation success stories of our time. But it wasn't that long ago when things weren't looking so good for them. See, their numbers had dropped so low that people thought future generations wouldn't get a chance to see birds like her out in the wild. But an amazing thing happened because people took action. We cleaned up the waterways where they fished, and we stopped using chemical pesticides like DDT. That was one of the reasons for their decline.
Okay, so people, just like everyone here, made a difference and helped the bald eagle recover from the brink of extinction.
That's exactly right. People's efforts had such a dramatic impact that the bald eagle was taken off the endangered species list. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great conservation success story and goes to show the power people have to protect wildlife.
Yeah, so there are lots of great conservation success stories, but also there are some birds out there and other animals that really need our help.
Okay, this is a great example. Everybody, this is Newton. He's called a blue-throated macaw. Incredible birds, only found in one place, Bolivia, one of the most endangered macaw species. There's less than 200 of those birds left there.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. We are working with an amazing organization called the World Parrot Trust, and they are working with us to be able to bring the blue-throated macaw back to Bolivia. Because wouldn't it be beautiful to see a sky filled with macaws?
Absolutely. That would be an incredible sight to see. Yeah, might look a little something like that. Look at these birds flying all over the place. And it's not just them that have stories to tell. We've got this bird over here. That's a harpy eagle with Brad. That's one of the largest predatory birds in the entire world. And back here, a knobbed hornbill. Gorgeous arboreal hornbill.
And look, there's a toco toucan.
Like I said, so many incredible stories to be told.
Yeah, so go outside, create your own stories, and find your own favorite animals.
Absolutely. You know, on behalf of all of the animal behavior specialists up here, and of course, all of our feathered friends, we want to leave everybody with one final wish.
May your hearts take flight and your spirits soar forever. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Bye, everybody.
Explorers and friends, thank you for joining us for Feathered Friends in Flight. Have a wonderful rest of the day exploring Disney's Animal Kingdom.